my opinion, this Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 is one of the best watches under $1,000. Now, before we go into the specs and my thoughts, let my man P. Ross from Wristwatch Love tell you a little bit about the history of this watch.
First PRX came out under the name of Sea Star in 1978.
1978.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So they kind of picked up on like an affordable, you know what I mean, watch with the integrated bracelet in the same line of the Gerald Genta thing, you know.
So was it quartz? Was the original quartz?
The original was quartz.
Know.
But they also, I think they might have trademarked the name PRX too back then. Okay. Which stands for precise, robust, and the X stands for 10 atmospheres of water resistant.
The tonneau style shape on this PRX is beautiful. The whole watch, including the bracelet, is constructed, of course, of 316L stainless steel. Case measures in at 40 millimeters, from lug to lug is 44 millimeters. However, the lugs from the bracelet from lug to lug are 52 millimeters. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Thickness on this guy is 10.9 millimeters. It weighs 138 grams on the supplied bracelet. Water resistance 100 meters. That thanks to push and pull crown that's been signed. It's on the 3 o'clock and it measures 5 millimeters. And we do find an AR sapphire crystal. Now, one of the standout features for me about this specific watch is the dial, more specifically the Powermatic series. The quartz ones are beautiful, but they don't have the tapisserie kind of waffle pattern embossed in them. And let me tell you, it is done so good for the price. Of course, we find applied metallic markers enhanced with super luminova. And at the 3 o'clock, we do find a date window that's been framed beautifully. Then the word, of course, Tissot 1853 at the 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, PRX Powermatic 80 in Swiss made right at the bottom. So the dial itself is beautiful. It's executed not perfectly, but it's done very well, and it does have this kind of sun ray kind of effect to it. This specific model is the green dial variant. They do have this in different colors, of course, blue, black, white, and they just came out with this like kind of baby blue, and I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with a lot more. The movement powering this watch is a very robust movement. It's the Powermatic 80 movement with what they are calling Nivacron. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And it's 80 hours of power reserve, 23 joules, anti-magnetic, shock, and temperature resistant. You can wind it, you can hack it. It beats at 21,600 BPH. Now, of course, if we would have gotten a smoother second hand, the power reserve wouldn't be 80 hours, but I do prefer the 80 hours just because I sometimes don't wear this on the weekend. I actually do wear this for work, and yeah, I absolutely love this watch. Now, the case finishing itself is beautiful. We do find mostly brushing, and there is a little bit of polish around the bevel, and it shines very beautiful even though it's brushed. When the light hits this watch and this bracelet, it shines very beautifully. Now, in the back, before we move forward to the bracelet, it does have an exhibition case back, and the rotor's actually been I want to say signed and decorated with word Tissot, and I think this is pretty cool, especially for new watch collectors just getting into the hobby, for them to be able to pick up a watch for, you know, $600 and something and be able to see a movement like that. That is very cool. It's a good move by Tissot. Now, the bracelet. So when this watch first came out, we all knew that they were going to have strap options because of the quick release. But obviously they're taking their sweet time. But yeah, this bracelet is very nice. I really do like it. It's an integrated stainless steel bracelet, brushed with polished accents in a triple folding clasp. However, it does use pins to size it. I would have preferred little screws. Nonetheless, the bracelet is very nice. It tapers very nicely on your wrist. I do have a 6 7/8 inch wrist. I like it. However, here we go. One of the negatives, but I'll keep all the negatives, but this is just a little one. It scratches. very, very easily. And so this bracelet is completely scratched. On the butterfly clasp, we do find engraving that says Tissot in 1853. Operating clasp is obviously very, very nice, very good. I do like it. Now, let me talk about this leather strap. They sell them for, I believe, $55 on the Tissot website. I didn't know what to expect. By the way, shout out to P. Ross. He actually gifted me this strap. This is a leather strap that is very nice. For $55, I am very impressed. It has a quick release system. The underside of it, it's almost like this velvety material, and it has a very nice taper to it. The buckle does have the signature. It has been engraved with Tissot, and the quality of it is superb. To be honest with you, I really like it. Now, when I started recording this video, Tissot just announced that they are releasing some new watches with silicone or FKM maybe straps, rubber straps, and I am very excited at the possibilities that those straps will be available for us to purchase, and that will be a game changer. I'll leave that to the end of the video, and I will tell you why. Now, wearability, as you can imagine, beautiful. As I mentioned before, 6 and 7/8 inch wrist. That's 17.43 centimeters for all my European friends, and I think it wears beautiful. Not perfect because of that 52, lug to lug from where the bracelet falls on my wrist. It's a little big, not gonna lie, but once you change it and you put it on that leather strap, man, let me tell you, it's a game changer, and I cannot wait to get that rubber strap on there because yeah, I know you guys are going to say there's companies out there selling, FKM rubber straps, but I'm not going to pay that amount of money. I'd rather get it from Tissot, so I'll patiently wait. But of course, this watch is not perfect. There is some pros, there are some cons. Let me go into some of the pros. Of course, beautiful dial, right? Finishing for the money is tremendous. Reliable Swiss movement from a big company. And this is a type of watch, in all honesty, that you buy because you don't want to buy a lot of watches, but more on that a little later. Let's go into some of the cons. The lume, it sucks. It's terrible. It's like, what the heck? Like, you were doing such a great job and then you put this terrible lume. It is super luminova, but it is not great. Also, micro adjustment on the bracelet. I don't have an issue, but my boy Ramsey, go check him out. I'll leave a link to his page on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube in the description. He actually just came on the podcast and we talked about this watch, so go check him out. But yeah, the lack of micro adjust actually prevents him from wearing the watch in some climates, like Hawaii. He went on vacation, he couldn't wear the watch. So yeah, that's one of the things. A crown does measure 5 millimeters. I think it's okay, but I mean, I have smaller fingers, and when I want to interact with the watch, I do have a bit of a hard time. It would have been nice a little bigger just for that interaction. Now, if I'm being super picky, I would love to see the date window color match the dial, but when you look at those vintage iterations, it wasn't like that. So maybe they just wanted to stay true to the old model, old iteration. Another thing is screws to size a bracelet. Not that you need to be sizing the bracelet all the time, right? You only do it once. But to me, when a company shows that they have the capability to put, screws with the right tolerances and everything, it just shows the engineering and a little bit of the money that went behind it. But honestly, the biggest thing for me is the size of the automatic version. They need to make the automatic in the 35 millimeter case size. But overall, guys, this watch is fantastic. I recommend anybody get one. And if you're a girl and you don't want to wear a big watch like this, pick up the quartz version. But just mark my words, Tissot will release this automatic version in a smaller size. And when they do, I think that is going to be a game changer. Honestly, if you're just getting into watches, if you have been into watches for a long time, this is the type of watch that you buy and you don't need another watch. As long as you have the right straps, right? The bracelet, the leather strap, and of course, when they come out with the FKM rubber strap, it will be a game changer. You don't need anything else. This watch is fantastic. It gets an A+ rating from me. I do like it. I do recommend it. Let me know your thoughts. Have you ever had a chance to interact with one? Are you looking forward to buying one? What dial color are you looking forward to buying or Tissot releasing? Let me know. And as always, my friends, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and stay humble.